Hi, it's Nikki and welcome back to another Friday Favourites. Today I've got a book, a household item, two great websites and something I am using for my health. The first recommendation is Manifesto by Candice Brathwaite. And I'm going to read you what I actually wrote as a review on Audible because that's where I listen to it. And I can't say it better than my own writing. So here's what I said. Perfect September energy. Lots of manifestation principles that I was familiar with, but with Candice's storytelling, they were invigorated, fresh, and delivered resonance. I love that she talks about what you can do right now to get into the flow. It definitely helps with impatience. A perfect boost if you are looking to reconnect with yourself and where you are going and who you are being next. I love this time of year. It just helps me clear the decks, figure out what's happening, what's going, what's staying. And this is a really great one if you want to get into that flow of dreaming big, thinking about what you actually want, which I think is really crucial in our lives. I think it's so easy just to be in the flow of day to day and here, there, and everywhere, and they've got football and what they're doing and all of this sort of stuff. And so to take a step back and visualize and get excited about what's important to you is so important. Number two, it's so big and it's so full, I actually can't show it to you. But my Lakeland, or our Lakeland plug-in heater, I will link it down below, is incredible. This is going to be the third winter that we have had it. And it's excellent. It's massive, which means it does take up a lot of room, but I have a tent for it, so you don't necessarily have to look at the washing. But I mean, I love, this is so boring, isn't it? I love hanging clothes outside, but also in the winter, not always feasible. We have a tumble dryer, but they're so expensive to run. And this is a lovely halfway in between moment. You can stick it on overnight at loads of space, as I say. And sometimes on days like this, where it's fairly sunny and autumnal, I'll stick stuff out on the line, finish it off overnight on my rack. Yes. Great. Number three, top cashback website. Love this website, used it for years. So many different brands are connected with it. Basically what you do is you sign up for an account. When you come to make a purchase for something online, I type in the brand that I am using. It's great for train tickets, actually, because train tickets, you end up spending quite a big purchase. So to get a bit of money back is a great thing. So I might type in the train line, for example, and then it will say if it's associated with it, and then it will automatically open a new window and record my visit. Then what happens is when I make a payment, a purchase on the train line, I will get my tickets to my inbox, and then Top Cashback will say, you have also earned top cashback or just cashback from this purchase. It does take a bit of time for it to come through. Sometimes it's 2 months. But you know what? It's a lovely Brucey bonus when it comes just to buy you a coffee, or you can build it up and keep it there, whatever you might want. I have a link down below where I can refer you and you get something. I think it's £10 and I get £10 if you use my link. So enjoy. Number four. Pick My Postcode, another website that I've used probably for about 18 months. Again, it's just a little dopamine hit each and every day. You type in your postcode to this website. Every day there's about 5 or 6 draws. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to pay. If your postcode is the one that is drawn out, you win money. And you also, the more times you do it, so if you sign in every day, you build up a bonus pot, which means that you'll get extra money should your postcode come up. It's great. I love it. It's really simple. It's a nice little habit every day. And who knows, my postcode might come up one day soon. Bizarrely, a postcode where I used to live as a kid, one that was so similar to that came up. I mean, it didn't mean that I won because I don't live there anymore. And also it wasn't the exact same one, but there's hope. There's hope. It's fun. And also you don't have to invest income or cash in order to do that. The final thing is I want to show you this. So this is my box of goodies. Now I keep it in the box. I have used it, obviously. I've been using it for about 3 weeks now, but it's easier to keep it all contained and in my kitchen, so it's all together. I have been, let me put it out of the way. I have been following Will Powders and Davinia Taylor probably for, I don't know, 2-3 years. And I am at that point of being nearly 43. I've definitely got perimenopausal symptoms. I also have a huge desire to be vibrant and energized and to sleep and to feel good. And things that had maybe worked in the past no longer worked. So in my 20s, I was a great sleeper, no problem, never woke up in the night, could sleep anywhere. My friends would always joke that that was a great skill of mine. And since having children and more adult responsibilities, I guess, sleep is the first thing that goes for me. It's also so noticeable. When I don't get sleep, it affects everything. And I didn't want to go on sleeping tablets. I didn't want, I've tried all of the things. And I also found that I was really grinding my teeth and hurting my jaw in the night. And it was really getting me down. It was really uncomfortable. It was giving me toothache. Just did not feel really good. So the first thing that I purchased, obviously do your own research. This is just something that I'm enjoying, is I bought these things called Calm. You take 2 tablets. Let me show you what they look like. You know what a tablet looks like. They look like that. I take 2 every single night. And the way I can describe them is they gently close down the tabs in your head. So maybe that hour or 2 before you're starting to wind down, I'll usually do it after I put the kids to bed. That timing works well. I usually make a cup of tea, have some water, and I'll take it then. And then it just allows me to get into my evening. Another thing that happens is that when I wake up in the night, which I often do, I don't wake up with that racing oh my gosh, did I reply to that WhatsApp or whatever, or that conversation I had in 1998 and it's suddenly giving me anxiety. That has really reduced. So who knows? Who knows? I like them. See how you feel. Another thing I purchased, so I've been using this for about 3 weeks. So as you can see, I've got loads left. This is the MCT oil. Now, lots of people use this to help with their fast. Now, I'm not one of these people. I love breakfast, basically. And I'm not one of these people who just only wants to wait until lunchtime for eating. However, what I was finding was I would maybe eat something. The last thing that I ate was 8 o'clock. And then I'd wake up at 5. And I'd make a cup of tea and then I'd be on that caffeine train. So I would only be having 9 hours where my body was without stuff. And it was something I wanted to try where I didn't have that sugar spike so early. So when I wake up, I now take a teaspoon of this. Now they say a tablespoon, but they also say it might give you a bit of a runny tummy, and I haven't quite been brave enough to go to a tablespoon yet. But I just do a teaspoon. And what happens is it delays that need for caffeine or that need for sugar that I'm seeking out for another couple of hours. So I now have my breakfast and my first, say, tea of the day at 7:30, 7:45. Sometimes I try and prolong it until I get back from the school run. And it's really helped feel a bit more stabilized in my eating and not chasing sugar. I think this is another thing that has happened. So basically what it does, again, you have to read the science, is that it encourages your body to run off your fat rather than, having a croissant or a really milky tea or something really sugary and running off that. I feel a lot less bloated in the morning. I feel like it gives me good energy. I can run on it, which is good. I always used to think, I've got to have a big breakfast before I go running. I'm not running a marathon. I'm going 15 minutes around the block. So that was a nonsense that I was telling myself. I really like it. It's just giving me that bigger window where my body rests and heals itself and takes care of itself. And it's great. The final thing that I bought, I know this is a bit of a 3-in-1, but that's the way that I'm doing it, is collagen. I've been thinking about collagen for such a long time because of my age, and I want good skin, nails, and just bones and feel healthy. This is a Swiss bovine collagen peptides, and it's actually one of the cheapest that I've seen. Some of them are like 30, 40 pounds. And I just literally, I don't know, I was going to say you could smell it. You actually can't smell it. Woo! Doesn't really smell of anything. I put a teaspoon of it in my second cup of tea of the day and just stir it like I would if it was a sugar. And it's great. It is great. I actually trimmed my nails the other day, but you can't really see. It just all looks a bit weird. I've really noticed a difference in the strength of my nails. Also, my hair feels in better condition. I did have it cut. Also, my skin, the way that my makeup's going on, I'm really into them. And with all of these three things, here's what I love the most. They are so simple to do and make it part of your daily routine. And what I have found in the past is I go on like these cycles where I'm doing it, I'm healthy, this is happening, and then I forget about it for 6 months. And that's not how my health needs me to be. My health wants to be like, are we still doing this? Is this still happening? So doing it in this way. So two of these before I go to sleep, a teaspoon of this in the morning just to prolong this, and number 3, a teaspoon of this in my cup of tea. Absolutely mega. Really chuffed with it. Also, I've been using these for 3 weeks and I don't feel like lots of it has gone. You know, when suddenly, I think it's if you bought tablets or something and there's a limited amount in the packet and then suddenly you're like, oh gosh, I've got to reorder these next week. I feel like this is going to last me quite a lot longer. And I love that. It's great. It's great. If you want to try the products, I have a refer a friend link. So check it out down below. I'll also list the things that I've got because it might be a bit confusing on the website. And they're mega. They are mega. Thanks for joining me for this Friday favorites. I'll see you next time. Check out the others and lots of love. Bye.